going to kind of talk a little bit low, and this is literally going to be super brief. Let's see how brief that is. I started, the last video that I did, I talked about Ronda Rousey's book, and about how somebody actually just asked me on Facebook if it was like a fight book or if it was an inspirational book. And I truly believe that it was an inspirational book. I believe that's the way that she wanted it to be seen. After I was done reading that book, I was loving how, like, reading these inspirational books were making me push on my cardio. I mean, just everything. And I truly believe in finding something every day that's going to motivate you. I've talked about mini goals and all that other stuff in my last videos. So I found another book, and I'm going to show it to you right now. And I will be honest with you, the first chapter, like, you think it's going to be a war book, and I kind of had to force myself to get through it. Like, okay, he's talking about his tour and all that other stuff, but I'm so glad, because I almost didn't finish reading it. I almost was like, all right, this is not what it's all cracked up to be. But then I pushed through and I started getting into the second and third chapter, and now it's not coming up. But when it does, I'll show it to you. But it's a book about a guy who lost his legs when he got blown up and one of his hands. It's called No Turning Back. And wow, everything about this book, it, like, literally the chapter I just finished reading, because I just finished doing cardio, was a chapter about how he was talking about how, why the heck is this coming up? About how he was, oh, here we go. I think you could see it. Oh, okay, whatever. But it's called No Turning Back. Okay, so let's go back to home, and let's go back to there. See it? Okay, beautiful. Okay, so this chapter literally says, he's talking about being put in a box, like step outside the box. And he said that we've been put in a box since we were kids, when we were labeled as clumsy, athletic, good, bad, and we've been put in this box. But when you realize that it's an imaginary box, there are no limitations. And there's a part in there, and this is what I talk about all the time, where he said, the doctors told him, you'll never be able to walk again. The more somebody tells, he said, can't is not in my vocabulary. Man, I love this guy. He literally says, like, the more you tell me I can't do something, the more that I want to prove you wrong and tell you that I can. He talks about somebody with a spine issue. I have a client, or had a client, that had her entire spine fused in Texas, and she hired me literally because she said the doctors told her she would never be able to run, work out, do anything. Her before picture was a picture from a few months before she joined my program, and she had a brace on in a hospital from here to here. And she said, if anybody's going to get me to be able to do these things, I know it's going to be you. I want to prove them all wrong. What do I talk about? You are a statistic. You do not have to be a statistic. And I talk about all the differences between what you can do and what people tell you that you can do, which nobody should ever tell you what you can't do. There's something that I actually wrote down that I wanted to, the exact line that I wanted to say in this video, and it's now on my phone, and I can't look at it, but whatever. So the important thing is, oh, you know what? I think I can go back in the book. But the important thing is, and the whole point of this is to tell you, this book totally proves, you know what, now that I think about it, I'm not going to go look through the book, totally is beyond inspirational. There are so many little things here and there that he talks about. There are things about the possibilities or the way that people have labeled him. Like, whenever somebody sees him, they automatically think of him as, and this literally is kind of used in the other direction when it comes to me, but like, they automatically see him and they feel bad for him. And he's like, don't feel bad for me. Like, just because I gotta do things different doesn't mean that I'm any worse off than you. Like, he's learned how to do things that people would never even think, that somebody that has no legs and one hand, he could button a shirt. He taught himself how to button a shirt. Like, there are so many different things that he's proven, and people look at him and they judge him and they put him in this box. And that was like the line that I wanted to write, where it talks about, don't ever let anybody hold you back from your possibilities. Don't ever let, like, if you feel like you want to try something, don't let somebody else be the one that holds you back. Don't let anybody else be the reason why you're not moving forward. Because somebody else is trying to either bring you down to where they are, and I will briefly touch up on two things that happened. Like, and these are all the things that he talks about, but getting back to how it's the opposite. Like, somebody looks at him and they're like, oh, I feel bad for you. You can't do this and you can't do that. And then I'll be honest, people look at me and they think, oh, she's like that picture of me and my son that I talk about all the time. People talk about how, oh, I probably live in the gym and I'm a bad mother and my son knows the inside of a daycare, which he never goes to daycare at a gym. I do that when he's at work. When he's at school. But they automatically look at me and they judge me, and they have no idea what it takes to do this. They have no idea my medical conditions, physically what I go through. I'm literally showing you a picture of my entire back taped because of something that happened that I'm not even going to get into. I was at a gym and somebody almost hit me with a barbell, and I had to get out of the way while I was in the middle of a movement, and boom, blew out my back. Yeah, I finished my workout. Yes, I did my cardio. Yes, for like a week, it was really, really rough. Moving, I had to stay warm. I put on this deep blue, which, doTERRA is who makes it. But I put this on, I taped my back, I slept with heating pads, I got 3 sports massages in Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So within like 4 days, I had 3 sports massages, which were brutal. But I kept moving forward. People could have said, oh, why don't you just sit and relax and let it get better? But the more I relaxed, the worse it was. The mornings were the worst for me. Like, this is part of this whole entire thing. But it's all about, like, if you have any idea what mentally I have to do every single day, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but yet people judge me and they just see somebody that has, that has a physique, and I say this as humble as possible, but that's like in shape and, works out and all that other stuff, and they assume that it's easy for me. They assume that what I'm doing right now to do this competition, which is yet again another thing he talks about, the excitement of life, doing things that make you always want to be better and not get bored of life. And that's part of why I'm doing this. Like, you guys know the story because I talked about it in the video before, but part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I need to see what I'm capable of, challenge myself. It's new and exciting. It's something new in my life. And as long as it doesn't interfere, and this is stuff that he says, as long as it doesn't interfere with my health, the health of my family, then it's doable. If I can make it work, and I'm making it work pretty damn well, and I have a really great support system, and I have great boys, and I have a phenomenal husband. But this video is to tell you about, I have books that I love. The 4 Agreements I Live My Life By, Tony Robbins' Awaken the Giant Within, The Secret, The Law of Attraction, and he talks about positive energy. He literally says, the more you put out there, the more you come back. It's all about taking care of you first, then taking care of other people. You could be better at that, and then the more you take care of other people, the better, how phenomenal do you feel when somebody feels better because of something that you did? So like, it's a vicious, very happy circle. So like, that's The Secret is another book that I love, or audio, and the Tony Robbins, the audio I like better than the book. And now this is, and I'm not even done reading, and I think you saw it was like 47%. This is my like 4th favorite book. I'm gonna actually change my congratulations email and add that in because I think it's phenomenal, and I think that anybody and everybody that has ever gone through anything, which every one of us have, need to read this book. And it's about not just being inspired, the baby just cried, it's not about being inspired by an amputee. It's not, because he is an inspiration. It's the message he's sending. What he's teaching somebody that has all of their limbs, what he's teaching somebody that lost a house, that lost a job. I mean, literally, and he says everything that happens to you is a stepping stone to something better. You got laid off, there is a reason. It's because the next job that you get is going to be 10 times better than that one. But if you sit and marinate in your misery and, oh my God, I lost my job, the quicker you get up and find it, the quicker you'll be happier. You'll make money, you'll not worry about being laid off. I mean, there's so many different things that come with the energy that you put into life. And that's what this is about. This is about life's energy. And this is about moving forward. And this is about not keeping yourself in that imaginary box. And don't let anybody put you in a box, keep you in a box. Literally do what you need to do to make yourself. Go read this damn book. Okay? I'm going to tell you. And the baby's crying, so I got to go. And I did say this was going to be short. It's not all that short, but, and I got to go take a shower. I actually got to wrap a towel on me before I go get him. But I love you. That's why I do these things. So anything I learn, I want to give to you. So maybe I touch one of you guys and one person lives a better life because of it.